Alright, well, you know we gotta get into this. We gotta do it. I'm ready. I'm here. I'm excited. I'm ready for this. It's been a long time, relatively. I've missed this main menu. New game. Party. Because I'm party. Oh, is this gonna be Sayori again? Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. What's up, Nico? Welcome, welcome. How you doing this afternoon? Alright, so just be prepared for me to lose my brain cells even more. Even though I don't have any, they're gone. I just know I have a history with reading Doki Doki, and it's just my brain doesn't work. Hi, Bad Bunny. What's up? Welcome, welcome. How's your afternoon slash morning, night, whatever time it is where you are? How's it going? You're a little bit better than you were. You're still trying to make it. Took the day off. Hey, look, you can get scarred for life with me here. I mean, play a totally normal anime visual novel game. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited for this game. I built a lot of myself up on Doki Doki, the OG one, so I'm excited. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Oh boy. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Party. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. Alright, so it's kind of looking like I can see some improvements here. I can see some improvements with the quality. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Party, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds like the life. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. So nice to me, so nice. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I died to thought you'd be becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. She's bullying me. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I'm ready to be scarred for life. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. The logical choice, of course. Hello? Sayori? Sorry, I must have come to the classroom when I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here! Oh boy. Oh boy. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. There's our girl. There's Yuri. I've missed you. That's best, girl. Argue with me. You can have whatever opinions you want, but you can't argue the facts. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, party. What a surprise. Welcome to the club. Welcome, Squidward. Welcome, Squidward. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Party. Monica smiles sweetly, does her pose there, yeah. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. These Wendy... It's already gone. These Wendy's nuggets got me so full. Ooh, they're spicy nuggets? Slap. What's up, Omega Wolf? Welcome. Am I your favorite cat boy? I better be. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't deserve that title. I don't deserve that title. We're back on Doki Doki. I know a lot of people weren't here for those days, but we're back. Come sit down, Party. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. Favorite crystal cat boy? See, I'll take that one. I'll take that one. How you doing? How you doing, Omega Wolf? I'm glad to see you. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn in with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the one first, and then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. You're so scared and happy. What's up, Scrap Tab? Why are you scared and happy? Cause of Doki Doki or your life? I don't know which one. Mood. That's how I feel. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. So I already said, well, maybe. Maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Doki Doki Plus is here. It is. I've missed this. I don't know why I'm so excited. This is just like nostalgia for me along with my channel. This might have been the actual first game I played on the channel, I think. No, it was. It definitely was. I played this before my VTuber days. Mega nostalgia for me. I played it when when it first came out. Heavy shit? Exactly. But yeah, I did this. I started the OG one before VTubing, and that was my first playthrough. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Oh, we're getting close to that toe reveal. We're getting close. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Party toes? Oh boy. Oh no. Wait. Can I? Oh, also, they have fixed it so it doesn't spaz out. At least I think Doki Doki did when I click off screen and it's full screen, so I'm happy with that. Can I get the quote about toes? Alright, well, that one, yeah. Your cat's licking your forehead? Does it taste good? Ask your cat if your forehead tastes good. Or party paws? We really don't know exactly. What am I hiding in these shoes? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. He said no? Oh, well. Oh no, my ears are watering. Not my ears! Not my ears! The next YouTube compilation is just gonna be all these quotes. I hope you know that. And also, the TikTok videos. I'm gonna use, double down on the content. I can compile them all for YouTube, separate them all for TikTok, and I'm set. By the way, yes, I made a TikTok. I did do that. So if you're interested, it's there for you. I'm back on the talk. Tea-talk, as I once said. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Somebody tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Has everything been the same? Wait, like within what? Like the game so far? Yes. Your stomach hurt? Rub it or get some ginger. Or peppermint. Peppermint helps too sometimes. Or lychee if you have any. Lychee. I had like the actual lychee fruit for the first time a few days ago, and oh my goodness, it is scary how close these gummies are to the real thing. Texture, flavor, color, everything. But it was so good. It was so good. Everything's the same. Yeah. Nothing different so far. No side stories yet. Although, scrapped out the loading screen when you first launch. It's like a simulated desktop. And you have like your start menu with all your stuff. You can look at the music. You can play some music. Look at the pictures that you get. The poems are in there once you unlock them. It's really cool. Although, I did notice earlier when I was setting up the volumes, I couldn't quit without Alt-Tab forcing the game. So I don't know if that's on purpose because it's like the game. I'm on PC. I got it on Steam. I got the digital Steam one. I bought it on the 28th. A raffle. Where's Positive? Should be here. He's awake. Better be. Monica, I'm surprised. Back to the game. My ADHD is going crazy. How come you decided to start your own club? You probably could be a board member for any of the major clubs. My man's really playing this game Nietzsche. I have to. Welcome. I have to. I played the first one. I did the first Doki Doki. I started that before I was even VTubing, so I have to play this one. And yes, I paid for it. It was that worth it. But I get to see Yuri again, so it's okay. Weren't you a leader for the debate club last year? Yeah, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. We can split the pot. There you go. Look at you guys sharing. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Monica Best Girl, listen, scrap tab. This is, I'll agree. Monica, mega cutie. Like, full on poggers. You know I got the soft spot for the purple. You know that. It must be hard to start a new club. I'm not in the game. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Sounds like streaming. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm probably going to be like taking lots of sips of water during this because if I don't, then I get all like slip smacky, and I hate that. I hate the mouth sounds. If I'm not doing like an ASMR specific stuff. It happens in the music all the time. It irritates me. I'm confident there's my first one. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Slurp. Actually, I can't do that. I unslurped. If I ear slurp, I can get in trouble now, which sucks because That was like one of my staple ASMRs. Everyone wanted the ear slurps. So my forte ASMR attribute is illegal. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Yeah, I'm kind of interested once the winter comes, what's gonna happen to the hot tub category. Cause I feel like that's the time for the VTubers, us VTubers to shine. It's like, you know, y'all got snow everywhere. I'm chilling in the hot tub. I'll bring back the hot tub streams here and there for sure. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. The hot tub was cool. I like the hot tub. It was comfy. The only downside is my pants and my shoes get soaked. I gotta dry them out. And my hoodie, like the bottom half. But you know, it's okay, cause Kitaro can like chill next to me. I don't know, Kitaro, do you ever want to come in the hot tub? I don't think you like that. Like, I'm part cat, but I'm also part boy, so worth it, exactly. Like, I can air dry. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Oh, I got the headband. I stole it from everyone else. Thank you, thank you. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Air fry your clothes? I do have an air fryer. So, Party, what kind of things do you like to read? Manga? I think that's it. I think I covered all my bases there. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Uh-oh. I mean, I kind of called it. You know? I guess if I can relate to the main character at least a little bit, I can get more in his mind. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh, I know. Your friends watch Japanese VTuber girls with their windows open, and I'm barely able to record with my windows closed. Look, honestly, like I mean, I got like a Dakimakura. I'm chilling on my bed. I don't really care. I'm vibing. Sometimes you just gotta like close your eyes, take yourself to another place, and just go all out. Go all out. It looks like she wants to say something. She keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Look, you can't look into Yuri's eyes when she's doing that face and be mean and be mad and be upset and be not interested at all. Like, look at her. It's the Amethyst Angel right there. Made a whole song after the Amethyst Angel concept. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Is it from this? Technically, yes. It is from a mod that... Spoiler for the Yuri, I think it was... Was it called Amethyst Angel? It was one of the Yuri mods. She died, and at the end, we were in a field that we used to like hang out on and go on dates and picnics. And then he said, "Oh, my Amethyst Angel," and I was like, "That's fire. That's a cool nickname." And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Reference that in Zero Gravity. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Anime references through the roof. We gotta do it. It's getting really dark outside. I hope the thunder won't be too loud. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort zone in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at the minimum level. You're gonna keep streaming on while recording for the vibes? Facts. I appreciate that. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Get that energy going. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Laptop, please don't die. Give it some pads and you're fine. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Lex is gambling. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I really can't put it down. No, it's the shit like isekais. Surreal hurl. Damn. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Sounds like winter. Another head pat from me? You're spoiling me today. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes, like this. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. It's because my hair is so soft? It is. I got a haircut tomorrow. I'm a fluff ball right now. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Chloe! Hi! I've missed you. How you been? Welcome. I've listened to this song so many times. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Yeah, Yuri's sinking down. It's been a crazy few days. I'm good though, thanks. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm excited for this. Back to the Doki Doki vibes. You can see Yuri again. I need to check out G-Friend and Pink. Oh, what are those like groups or? Oh, it's K-pop? Alright, well, if you say so, I trust you because you showed me twice. And I definitely wasn't playing that today while driving around, so... I shall check out post-stream. Maybe I can find some OS beat maps. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh boy. Oh, that toe reveal challenge is coming up. Oh. I gotta get my toes ready. Or paws. Toe beans. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. I said Monica, very weird there. I almost messed it up, but I didn't. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help all of us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Look, I ain't even a member yet. Isn't that right, party? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Now here's where I almost break their hearts. Hold on. Still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at and, lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Party, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Zoe wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, really did scare me there for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the club, the literature club, not just the club, the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Alexa, you lost half your crystals. Party, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey party, since we're already here, you wanna walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I live near, never walk home, wow. I butchered that. That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart from the classroom, make our way home. You made it? Welcome, Car. Welcome. How you doing today? You did make it. We're back on the Doki Doki grind. How you doing? The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen. Whoever likes your poem the most. Party Lucky got all the baddies. You know it. Alright. Who we going for? That is the question. Broken? Got you. Nico knows all. Comfort Playground defeat incapable Whistle Dark Vitality Hair Hop Hurt. It's up to chat. We've done Yuri. I mean, I am not against doing Yuri every single time in my life. Bum 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 bum. I like how they hop. Comfort. All right, we gotta vote for comfort. I'll do comfort. That got Sayori happy. I think we've gotten a Yuri and a Sayori. Judgment, Rose, Doki Doki, Waterfall, Bed, Charm, Fleet, Clumsy, Jump, Existence. I thought I would just say Whistle because of the Blackpink song. It's a good song though. Marshmallow, Rain Cloud, Disown, Peace, Music, Papa, Socks, Wonderful, Disaster, Intellectual. Disaster. Secretive, Color, Passion, Sensation, After Image. Sugar, Shopping, Lust, Kitty. Strange Stuff 4 out of 20 Pac. Blaze it up, smoke it. After Image. Nature, Covet, Vanilla, Spinning, Hope, Cute, Bliss, Infernal, Lazy, Graveyard. Kitty bro, you already know. Graveyard. Promise, Sing, Ribbon, Anger, Friends, Daydream, Universe, Breathe, Frightening, Adventure. Oh, got an achievement. Daydream, Frightening. Ooh, I mean, Nico knows his stuff, Nietzsche. I'm not gonna lie. We're going for Yuri. I can tell that by what he's choosing. So I gotta be consistent now. Dream, Pure, Marriage, Unending, Twirl, Headphones, Clouds, Poof, Dance, Shame. Boom, 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 boom. You know what this is gonna be? Oh, we're making a poem. That's all we're doing. Unending. Got it. Ambient, Vertigo, Scars, Puppy, Beauty, Imagination, Valentine, Amazing, Unstable, and Silly. We're mad living this poem, for real. Ambient. Hopeless, Journey, Aura, Infinite, Unrequited. Which way do you say that? Ocean, Summer. I almost said Ocean. Kiss, Depression, Vivid. It's like, dude, Mad Libs is such a good time. Waster, Spender. Ow! I punched my desk trying to move. Infinite, Ocean. Parfait, Misery, Pink, Portrait, Happiness, Giggle, Rainbow, Precious, Philosophy, Entropy. Are we saying Ocean instead of Ocean a lot? It's really hard. The new Yami song though, can we talk about that? Talk about how good that was? Philosophy. Cheer, Massacre, Vacation, Nightgown, Insight, Time, Bouncy, Whisper, Fickle, Boop. It is so good. It's I sit here and I like do all these cool things to my beats. I hear that and I'm like, that's all I gotta do. Massacre. Sparkle, Fluffy, Lollipop, Warm, Unrestrained, Strawberry, Contamination, Smile, Shiny, Starscape. Where is Straub? She came in here and I was happy to see him. Them, I think. I think that's right. I'll say them anyway. Bum ba-dum bum bum bum. Contamination. Ascending vocals and instrumental, for sure. You just need that 10K. Dude, I don't know what my man was doing on stream. He made the dial-up sound. I was like, oh, okay. Pout. That. Flying. Vibrant. All right, that. We're going with that. Whatever that said. Effulgent. Lucky, Nibble, Love, Tone, Heartbeat, Tragedy, Feather, Eternity, Family, Chocolate. It is crazy. It really is. He was like plugging stuff in and it was going different things. Good piano player too. Oh yeah, he is. You can tell when he knows the key basically just by hearing too. Eternity. Excitement, Disoriented, Extraordinary, Skipping, Landscape, Loud, Swimsuit, Cage, Awesome, Incongruent. You don't even have a working MIDI? I do. It's just a small one though. It's literally the mini, the MPK MIDI I think it is. Landscape, Flower, Fester, Laugh, Fun, Heaven Sent, Analysis, Sunset, Suicide, Kawaii, Empty. Boom, boom, boom. Captive, anxiety, essence, joy, together. Raindrops, childhood, electricity. Explode, uncanny. It keeps breaking? What'd you do to it? Captive, got it. Alone, treasure, climax, whirlwind, pain, holiday, email, melody, death, candy. Your dad dropped it by accident one time and the connector probably just broke. Oof. That's a rip. That's a rip. Oh. Climax. Everyone likes climax. Despise, romance, fireworks, lipstick, wrath, question, grief, fantasy bubbles. It's not meager, meager, moom. Despise. I think we got Yuri. Thank you, Nico, for your hard work here. Can we do Sayuri next round? You can do whoever chat wants. So if you guys want to do Sayuri next, I'm here for it. We can do anyone. Hi again, Part. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, back at the literature club. We probably lost one girl with that poem. Nah, we got Yuri secured for this time. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. But in the end, you know, it's okay. Thanks for keeping your promise, Party. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. I think I need to put some lights on. Hold on. I gotta turn these LEDs on because it's getting dark outside. It's getting darker. The world's getting darker. Light it like a sparkler. Is that out? That's not out. There we go. Now I got a pink room. Yeah, I already said that. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you're planning to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica? Manga. Manga is literature. I agree. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Party always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Yeah, see those cheeks here. You're blushing. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? She's doing the shy fingers. The pimp with an S fingers. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Party can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Well, wait, Sayori. Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. and we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to have a talk with Yuri a little bit more. Bum bum bum. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. Oh, Yuri. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She was targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's it's kinda dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Party? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. Hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, it may not be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. It just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. Fact. Might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Look at her face. She's so cute. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, that's 100% me. I do that way too much. Here. This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then hold my book between the two of them. You're the same way. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. And they're like, you don't have to apologize. I'm like, right, sorry. Oh, I mean, sorry. It's a never-ending loop. That's why I don't like to leave my house. I am socially awkward. So I apologize, but I don't apologize. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, this is like the best screen. Like, look at that. Look at that beautifulness right there. That's some good art. Yuri takes her left arm, holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page, Yuri lets it slide over, Yuri lets it slide under her thumb after it flips to the other side. Yeah, whatever. You know, I'm reading. I'm doing pretty good today compared to normal. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Oh, there's the thunder. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. I'm so confused as to when the new friend routes start or whatever. Yeah, like the side stories? I don't know. Are you ready? Ooh, I know you see. Break out the Zoe 101 theme song. Eh? To turn the page. You may or may not have a Pokemon bar for the feature. Go for it. I kind of just, the basis of that song was just real life boring and sucks, and I want to be in my own world because, yeah. So, I mean, Pikachu, it's a Pokemon world. Go for it. Do whatever you want, you know? Your feature. Your feature. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. The power got fixed. Hi, Safi. Welcome back. Today. I'm glad your power got fixed. Did you tell the bunny no, don't do that again? Or would you let it electric slide? But how's your day going? I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? You had a whole mental breakdown. I'm sorry. It's okay now though, right? We're all good, everything's good, we're chilling. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Everything's good with my partner started laughing when I was crying. See, it's okay. We overthink too much. I feel you, but everything will be okay. No matter what is happening, we'll get through. Minor or major. We'll do it together. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. It's 7:11 a.m. Oh boy. Like on Thursday or Wednesday? 7. Cause that would be either 8 hours behind. Thursday. All right, now you're ahead. All right, you're over on that side. Got you. To the east. Because Hawaii would be 6 hours or 7 hours, or wait, 5 or 6 hours behind. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But, party. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. New Zealand? Yeah. Yeah, I knew you were over there pretty far. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess it more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Monica never fails to cockblock. Okay, everyone. Thanks about time to share today's poems with each other. Monica cockblock. For real. It just never ever. It's a cute penguin. Oh, look at the penguin. It's like, wow. It's so cute. We might not have time if we wait too long. Oh, there's a trash hug. Trash. I like these emotes you have. I'm kind of jealous. But I do have. I love this one. Look at that one. Bananas. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Look at them all. There's one scary one in there, I'm not gonna lie. That head one is smooth brain. I like that smooth brain. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright? I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book. Slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write your poems last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? Can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkle sheet, a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. I said loose leaf, weird. Need to get ready for work. Also got tasted. I got tasted negative. Alright, I go get ready for work, and I'm glad you got tasted negative. My brain cells are slacking. I've been doing a lot of reading. A lot of reading today. More like a lot of reading out loud. I can read in my head pretty easily. Oh, thunder. It's getting rumbles. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can only see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. You couldn't hear the thunder? Yeah, I don't know. It'll have to be pretty loud to get picked up from the condenser mic. But it's grumbling out there. If it can hold off for like 30 minutes, I can live with that. At least from being heavy. It can rain and stuff, but let me check. Let me check the radar. Just to make sure, you know, I'm chilling and I won't get interrupted here. Oh wait, are we straight? Hold on. Interesting. It was like building up and it just went around me. Like there's a bubble over my area. I can already see my— oh yeah, I said that. I said it, I read that. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reach into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, who should I show my poem to first? Any suggestions in chat? I will do whatever gets the most. I'm guessing I should do Yuri, but I can do Monica first. We already got a Yuri special time. Do Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem. I don't want her to know I'm putting in effort, and I do want her to know. I do want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, party. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Party. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. My harmonica, my poem. Great job, Party. I was going, oh, in my head while reading this. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why. I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Oh, does she? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. You live by that, exactly. It's like, no, I'm not that cool, I'm not. Watch this. Boom. And everyone's like, oh, that's cool, that's good, I like that. I didn't expect that. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, you know. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or let them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased with their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah, you know. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I like to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, looking in. We got a peeping Tom. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Was that the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I kind of had some epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, who should we do next? Who's next up on the list? Bum, bum, bum. Sayori, got it. Easy. It's a good poem, Party. You sure it's your first time? Yeah, I'm sure. Of course. It's not that good. And I'm kind of the guy who would be writing Let me start. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I read the poems? Yeah, we're reading everyone's poems now. I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. You got distracted? It's okay, I understand. I keep looking out my window. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy. Just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in your club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Barty. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you on that. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Everyone says they're bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh, my neck just cracked. Did that come through the mic? That was a loud one. Oof. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It did come through? Oof. I guess it's part of the auditory ASMR. Sayori. This is just a guess, but do you wait until morning to write this? No. Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I want breakfast. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast and get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, who's next? We're down to 2. Natsuki and Yuri. Kawaii manga or Dark Amethyst Angel? Natsuki, we're saving the best for last. I see you. Yeah. Party. If you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Kitaro, you got your head pats. Thank you, Nico. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. I don't remember her being that much of a bitch. I mean, it is her character. Can't be mad. That's what you expect, but yeah, that was a little harsh. It was a little bit on the top there. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. This is the one I freestyled, remember? Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. That's about it. Classic. Classic poem. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks the writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Yeah, I think I'm done. Yuri time! Monica again. Monica again! As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. She's so cute. She's so cute. She plays with her hair and she gets shy. Ah! Ooh. He's gonna hate me. Really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. Like that. Just like that. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned on how to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing here I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Didn't you say it was an exceptional poem? Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds more like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example. Trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? Ow. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Alright, I gotta drink water before this one. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present by living in the past. The light flickers. Flicker back. Almost got through that. So close. I'm sorry I have touch. I'm sorry I have touch. I'm sorry I have touch terrible handwriting. Sound like a booty cat. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. Freaking my brain cells be going. I can't find them. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. It took me 2 seconds, Yuri, I promise. I just became a Tweety Bird for a second. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Party. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Party. For me? Aw, you shouldn't have. Ah, me too. Bum ba dum bum. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing habits. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I also yawn. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Madoka are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to her desk. One hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. BRB, my cat's making a weird noise. You might have to turn it off and turn it back on again. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Party did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Party liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh boy, not this part. Just be friends, just be friends. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Party appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose bruise magically grew a size bigger as soon as Party started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Back, you just wanted attention? Yeah, welcome back to the shit show. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Party. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Party. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Party? Ugh. Well? Help me. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's gonna be... Alright, Nico. Oh, I just slammed my glasses into my pop filter. I'm once again calling on you. Alright, good choice. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I have in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Huh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Party. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is being, she would never. It's your immaturity that makes her upset in the first place. Can we all be friends? I just want to be friends. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop. Hi, Skylar. You're late and you're sorry. It's okay. We're in the middle of a fight. Welcome, welcome. How you doing today? Natsuki. Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. Fight? Oh, it was getting pretty though. There for a second, it was a little, pulled my collar out a little bit. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are just the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Saria stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. Love for everyone, love for you, Skylar. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, it's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Yeah, when Monika does that pose, it's all over. Damn it. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. You don't want that? Promise. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Party, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Party, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Alright, I'm going to save. Oh, it auto-saved way back when. Or was this recent? No, this had to be way back when. Sure, I guess that works. It says 6/30, 2020. Yeah. That's today. I didn't, but it's like 2:54. It's 3:49 now. Anyway. That's it for Doki Doki today. Let's see. Time flew by today? Yeah. It really did. It doesn't feel like it's been almost 2 hours.